Welcome to Subramani. I'm going to talk to you a little about the investing map or a roadmap which a retiree should have at the time of his retirement. So it's going to be a little longish video, so please have a look. Who should be watching this? Anybody above 54, 55 who is going to retire maybe in the next 5-7 years or 10 years, or somebody who is 60 who is about to retire tomorrow. Or if you're an advisor, you could watch about what you should be talking to your customer. So first of all, everybody will admit that making that transition from the saver investor to the withdrawer is not a very easy one. It is exactly the difference like between putting a man on moon and bringing him back. Two completely different things, right? Putting a man on moon is a completely different thing. Bringing it back is again far more difficult perhaps. So we are now talking of bringing the man back. So this is what you have to plan. And so let us look at some of the baby steps. First of all, you have to devise an asset allocation, which is very difficult because you're talking of saving stroke investing, which you have done for last 30 years. Now you have to do saving, investing, withdrawing for the next 40 years. That is the challenge. Now when you're 60 years of age, you need to have money which you will need at 61, 71, 81, 91 and at 99. Right? I'm assuming you will live till the age of 100. So which means it is a ultra short term, you need short term, you need medium term, you need long term investments, and very long term, because 40 years is very long term. 30 years could be long term, 40 years is very long term. You have to have money lasting through this whole thing. It is a complete portfolio management thing. Second, there is no fallback, there is no income coming in. So at 35, if you lost money, you didn't have to worry because you have a salary coming in next month. Here there is nothing coming in. All the withdrawals and growth, everything have to be put into this, have to come out of this rather. So how much money you should have for doing this whole thing? We have always said you should have 30 times your annual expenses. So assuming your annual expenses are 5 lakhs, you should have 1.5 crores. And then we have seen bucket theories and all. Today I'm not covering any of those things. I'm just saying, it is crucial to do your homework. Do all your homework. How much money you have, what budget, how much are you going to spend, how much are you going to spend on travel and healthcare. Remember, travel is optional, healthcare is not, right? So whether you're going to do expensive travel, whether you're going to travel abroad, whether you're going to, even if you're traveling abroad, are you going to stay in hotels or are you going to stay with your children? If you stay with your children, the only cost is the travel cost, and which includes the ticket and the healthcare. But if you are going to go on vacations to say South America or African safaris and things like that, obviously the cost is much higher. You need specialized equipment, you need specialized clothes, right? So all those things have to be built in, factored in before you sit down and do your taxes. If you want international calculators, there is the Rowe Price calculator, there is the Vanguard calculator, and there are many Indian calculators. One which I liked has been the Templeton retirement calculator. You will find it on the Franklin Templeton site. Then there are very many other calculators which you can use depending on whatever is your comfort level. Go to a good calculator and find out how much money you really need. Also remember that you will never come to a perfect portfolio like none of us ever did perfect accumulation portfolio. So there will never be a perfect withdrawal portfolio. That portfolio and asset allocation which allows you to sleep at night is the best portfolio that you can have. So first, project and adjust your expenses. Make sure that your expenses are in line with how much you have. Suppose you need 2 crores for your retirement and you have exactly 2 crores, you will have to cut down on expenses because you do not know what is likely to happen in the future. But if you need 2 crores for retirement and you find that you have 4.5, 5 crores, then you're far more comfortable and you can be far more flexible. You can travel more, you can have better travel plans, right? You can do all those things depending on the amount of surplus that you have. Higher income people will obviously have more money, but the chances are they will spend more on travel. and it is possible that if you do proper shopping and look around, you will find good options available. For example, you can go to a place like a Tadoba and spend 15,000-16,000 rupees over a 4-day period, or you could spend 35,000 rupees in the same time staying in a better place, and etc., right? So you make your choice depending on whether you want to make 4 trips a year or whether you want to make 1 trip a year. Though depending on that you will spend, right? A budget in retirement is perhaps far more valuable than a budget during your working days. Yes, you had a budget, you lived by a budget, you need to live by a budget now. Make it a habit, because if you have been living on a budget, you know what you're doing. So that will decide your withdrawal rates, etc. From which bucket to withdraw will be decided by the state of the market, right? So a budget is very valuable even in retirement, and not just during your employment days. Take